So we have already talked about the fact that Marvel's Avengers does have Easter eggs that are related to Spider-Man. Now, ever since they announced that they wanted to sort of follow the formula set by Marvel Studios in relation to the game universe, aka try to make an interconnected world, there was this theory that everything was going to be connected going forward, and the reason Marvel's Avengers has not shown Spider-Man is because they're set in the same world, and clearly there's a few Easter eggs between the two. But now it's kind of been confirmed that they have no connection at all to one another. So here's what happened. In the last couple weeks, we've had quite a few updates, and in an interview that was conducted with Scott Amos by Lad Bible. Now, Scott Amos is very important to these games and the development of them, because he's the head of Crystal Dynamics, the studio developing Marvel's Avengers for Square Enix and for Marvel, when he was directly asked, point blank, okay, are these Avengers, is this game connected to Marvel's Spider-Man on PlayStation? He said, and I quote, "Those two are separate worlds and separate universes." Well, boys, it doesn't get clearer than that, right? Like, that is as clear-cut as it gets. And again, I can kind of see why they would have to be, because Sony owns the version of Spider-Man that is exclusive to the Sony platforms. That game version, that universe, that's all Sony's. They own the developer, they own that version of Spider-Man. It can't go to a Nintendo platform or PC. It can't go, to Microsoft platform. And again, this is sort of giving you the answer as to why, because Square, Crystal Dynamics, are not Sony. They're a third-party developer. They develop for everybody, which is why Marvel's Avengers is on everything. Spider-Man is only on Sony platforms. And let's just say they were connected, there'd be a lot of things they have to address here. Pieces, continuity, and that. So my assumption is that this was made, one, due to legal reasons, but two, due to giving them some room to breathe. And obviously, I think it was crystal clear that if they were ever going to use the, Marvel Spider-Man version of Spider-Man, that would have been had the sequel not been exclusive, or had there not been a Miles Morales. But now that Sony ended up buying the studio, I mean, they can't. They're not gonna be like, yeah, Insomniac, why don't you go work on this game for Microsoft, or lend a hand in developing Spider-Man for this, taking away resources that we're paying for multiple consoles. It just doesn't make sense. So this answer is not really shocking. It's unfortunate, but that's kind of the way the business and exclusives and character rights work.